All right, we're back with our at-home Metcon for Friday, July 30th. 40, 30, 20, 10 of alternating dumbbell snatch and sit-ups. So it'll go 40 snatch, 40 sit-ups, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. Spot the clock. Time will be your score today after that last set of 10. On that dumbbell snatch, looking to make this a moderately difficult weight today. So you should be able to get through roughly 10 at a time before setting it down and having to take a break. On that setup, feet are going to be hip width or slightly wider. We don't want to get all the way out to shoulder width. That hip width stance tends to be our strongest hinging position off the ground. We just have to touch the front head of the bell today. Try to get hips down, back flat, and also try not to roll off to the side too much. We want to stay as square as we can. We're using that jump power out of our legs to get that dumbbell to drift up overhead. We want that elbow to be locked before our feet land, and then we want to stand up tall at the top. We can either bring the dumbbell down and then switch hands on the ground, or you're welcome to switch hands on the way down, just tapping the ground and then coming right back to the top. You can go muscle snatch on these, which is where we extend the hips and then we just stay stiff, or you can go power snatch on these, which is where we drop under it a little bit and then stand up tall. As you get more fatigued later in the workout, you may want to bring that power snatch into the equation just to help keep all of those reps a little bit easier. If you can drop under it, you're not having to create as much power to get it as high. So we get it a little bit lower, we drop under it, we stand it up. Each rep might take a little bit longer, but also becomes a bit more efficient that way. On that set of 40, don't try to go unbroken. Same thing with those 30s. Sets of 10s will be a good place to start. And then as you get into that round of 20 and 10 on those snatches, you're pretty close to the end. See if you can hang on to that dumbbell and go for bigger unbroken sets closer to the end, as long as technique stays intact. Other movement today, sit-ups. Let's think about keeping our hips and heels glued down today. We can be bent knee, straight leg, or butterfly. And then as we execute that movement, think about pressing your low back down into an ab mat. If you have one, you don't have an ab mat, take a towel, fold it into thirds, and then that'll give you pretty close to a similar shape. Once again, reaching back, touching over the head. Try to breathe in as we come back. And then using our arms a little bit to help with momentum to the top, but thinking more about curling those ribs down to your belly button. That's where that pressing your low back into that towel or into that mat comes in handy as a cue to facilitate that crunching of the stomach as we sit up. Get your shoulders in front of your hips at the top. On those reps today, just set a consistent pace. I think most of us should be able to get through that 40, 30, 20, 10 unbroken on these sit-ups. Looking to finish this workout in that 8 to 10 minute range. Good luck on today's Metcon, and we'll see you back for Saturday's workout.